Good day. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Lagos State government launches Ilera-Eko virtual bus initiative and standard health insurance care services. President Tinubu orders Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa to curb menace of crude oil theft. On the foreign scene, Israeli airstrike kills 48 people in Gaza. And in sport, American professional golfer Tiger Woods dismisses retirement plan rumors. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Market women, artisans and other stakeholders at the grassroots are in for a good time as Lagos State government launches Ilera-Eko virtual bus initiative and standard Jara health insurance plan to make healthcare services readily available to residents. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu urged Lagos residents to embrace the health initiatives through the standard Jara health insurance plan, which will allow enrollees to pay their premium in installment and accessible healthcare services to people in the informal sector with the virtual bus installed in the marketplace. The governor also confirmed the signing of an executive order to further strengthen the new initiatives, expecting more residents to embrace the health insurance scheme to give more people access to healthcare facilities.
Let us be aware that this is for our citizens, it's for our people, and there's no better means. We brought these things to you, we brought it closer to where you are. Please let's make use of them. We will continue to support your medical self-help that might be dangerous to our health. Please let us continue to ask questions. Let us utilize initiatives like this as against you just self-medicating yourself.
Special advisor to the governor on health, Oluwakemi Ogunyemi, who lauded the Sanwo-Olu administration's commitment to the health initiatives, noted that Lagos State places value on the lives and health of its citizens.
Employees have shown gratitude and are relieved to know that their health care is in safe hands. With this, Lagos State has consistently proven that she is indeed the first among people.
The chairman, Governing Council of Lashma, Adebayo Adewe, who said a total of 300 virtual booths are being proposed across the state, noted that the effort is to ensure that more residents have access to quality and affordable health care.
V-booths, which is kiosks within the community, shops, motor parks, for those who are not able to go to physical facilities to seek medical help. So they can go from their shop, 10 minutes, they are back to the shop, they don't lose anything in terms of income, and they can still access the medical assistance that they may need. Talk to doctor or get medications, and then you can get their vital, important health signs that they will be able to know that they are well and otherwise.
The standard Jara health insurance scheme has telemedicine as part of its permanent component, annual medical screening, cardiologist, ear, nose and throat, orthopedic treatment, among others. Our correspondent Adela Kennedy reports that the Ilera-Eko virtual bus initiative will be available in 5 locations of the state. That's in Yaba, Kitsu, Tuini Kurudu, Ayetorekpe, and will be expanded to garages and motorparks across the state to enhance quality of health care to residents. Highlights of the event was the investure of Governor Sanwo-Olu as the Grand Ambassador of Universal Health Care Coverage for Lagos State. The Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, LASWACO, has launched a mobile application to simplify registration and certification for packaged water producers as part of effort to guarantee the health of the people by improving the processes associated with regulating the water production chain in the state. Speaking at the launch, Special Advisor to the Governor on the Environment and Water Resources, Kunle Rotimi Akodu, stated that the well-being of the citizens is the government's priority. Earlier in her welcome address, Executive Secretary of the Commission, Funke Adepoju, emphasized the crucial role of the stakeholders in the water matrix and maintained that the importance of water, sanitation and hygiene cannot be overstated. Also, Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Services, Minister of the Environment and Water Resources, Olakunle Adegbite, and his Office of Environmental Services counterpart, Omobolaji Gaji, reminded the water service providers that the symbiotic relationship hinged on essential collaboration to ensure the provision of safe water for the teeming population in Lagos State and ensure the viability of the business for sustainability. Golden Housing Saint Academy, located at Busa Buji community in the Just North local government area of the state, collapsed on Friday, claiming the lives of 22 persons and left about 154 trapped persons who were evacuated to various hospitals. Addressing journalists in Just, Director General of the Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, Samson Duna, said the report of the panel revealed that the physical slab reinforcement anchorage provided for the structure was inadequate. Duna enjoined the government and other professional bodies in the construction industry that President Bola Tinubu has given marching order to the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, as oil theft has become a national issue that needs to be NNPCL. Mele Kyari stated this at Defense Headquarters Abuja after a meeting of all security and intelligence agency heads convened by the Chief of Defense Staff. Kyari said achieving the desired economic stability would be impossible with all acts of vandalism and other criminal activities throughout the South. The federal government has predicted that 94 towns are at risk of a 5-day flooding beginning from Tuesday, July 16 till July 20, 2024. Minister of State of Environment, Isiaq Salako, said the identified locations and their environs would likely witness heavy rainfall that may lead to flood within the predicted period. He listed the concerned state as Adamawa State, Abia State, Akwa Ibom State, Bauchi, among others. Salako urged stakeholders in the country to mitigate the flooding. Also speaking, the Director of Relief and Rehabilitation at the Sokoto Emergency Management Agency, Mustafa Umar, said the agency had carried out sensitization and awareness programs in flood-prone areas. In foreign news now, at least 48 people were killed in 3 Israeli airstrikes in less than 1 hour on Tuesday. According to Gaza Civil Defense Agency, the attacks killed at least 25 people at United Nations-run school in central Gaza's Nuseirat area. It said 18 people are also killed in southern Khan Yunis and 5 people were killed in Beit Lahia in northern Gaza. The United Nations said an Israeli strike hit close to its Joint Operations Center in Deir el-Bala, from where it coordinates the humanitarian and response in Gaza. In 9 months of war, 70% of United Nations Relief and Works Agency schools in Gaza have now been bombed, and 539 people sheltering inside 8 premises have been killed. The death toll in Israel from the Hamas-led attacks on October 7 is estimated at 1,139, and dozens of people are still held captive in Gaza. In sport, now American professional golfer Tiger Woods says, contrary to insinuations, he is not considering retirement soon in his golfing career. The 15-time major champion stated this during a press conference at Royal Troon in Scotland, dismissing claims by Colin Montgomery that his dreams of winning another title are unrealistic. Montgomery, the legendary Scottish golfer and former world number 2, had during an interview commented that Woods was no longer a realistic candidate to win a major, even suggesting that 48-year-old should consider retirement. Meanwhile, Woods, who is preparing to make his 23rd appearance at the British Open, built to see of tomorrow, July 18, did not take that suggestion well. The British Open is one of the most storied and illustrious competitions in the world of golf, with 158 players in contention. And that's it on the news at noon. But just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all the various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Market women, artisans, and other stakeholders at the grassroots are in for a good time as Lagos State Government launches the Ilera Eco Virtual Bus Initiative and Standard Jara Health Insurance Plan to make healthcare services readily available to residents. President Bola Tinubu has given marching order to the Chief of Defense Staff (CDS), Christopher Musa, to curb the menace of crude oil theft and vandalism in the Niger Delta in the shortest possible time. We also told you that at least 48 people were killed in 3 Israeli airstrikes in less than 1 hour on Tuesday. And finally, Sport American professional golfer Tiger Woods said, contrary to insinuations, he is not considering